We do some what they call black ops. First time I learned about what actual black ops are. So I start yelling, anybody in there, I start going in, and end up having a piece of shrapnel just sticking out of his chest. The hooded box drill, that was freaking epic.
Yeah.
That was fun. I did enjoy that part.
I thought that training package, I think it was about a month long then.
Yeah,
And,
it was tough.
it was right around the same time frame because I left in 06, so it was 07, 08 maybe that I got in there.
Yeah.
And that was fucking tough, man.
Dude, those drills,
walls were stiff.
Yeah.
And
The timing, holy crap.
working
Really.
with new people, working with other branches that did things different. I mean, that was challenging coming from where I came from with all that training. And so for you, I mean, what did you think of that?
For me, it was, I guess, maybe just being molded by the core. You just kind of adapt and just do it. Is this how they want it done? I just do it that way. What are you? Because I think even though, like, even that night, I think even like Roan and Jack kind of went back to their SEAL stuff for the most. Just kind of like because they were moving on the side of me going down. It was a little bit different than we were, but I just started kind of flowing with them. They started flowing with me. And then they kind of broke off and did their thing together, which again, I still think because what Rome was 20 years SEAL. So I think you're still going to go back to some of that stuff. But you still have, I think since the training of it is so long, you all have a base to fall back on. So you kind of have an idea what the guys to the left and right are going to do. So I think that's what helpful. But, me doing like the vehicles and stuff like that, that was all new. But do you know who Jake Banta is?
Yeah.
So I met him doing Cobra. So I had a little bit of insight on a lot of what GRS was doing, the training wise. So he kind of told me, okay, if you're going to go do this, here, take this, go practice this stuff. So I had 40 acres. I had my own gun range. So I did a lot of practicing. Back, you got paid pretty good, but ammo was a lot cheaper then too. So I had a bunch of ammo. I was just training every day, getting my speed up, getting all that, doing my pistols. So when I went there, I already had an idea. I pretty much knew what they were going to do, except for vehicles. CQB, I wasn't worried about because, that was a month-long train up I did just in the Marine Corps for CQB. So that for me, that was easy. I just couldn't shoot everybody like I did in the Marine Corps. So, then the hooded box drill, that was freaking epic.
Yeah.
That was fun. I did enjoy that part.
Yeah. I thought that was a really good exercise.
That was.
What did you find to be the most challenging?
I think dealing with the staffers.
Other than that, the training.
Just trying to remember all the stuff so fast, and just the wording on the vehicles, content, just getting that, knowing what to do, how to protect the package and stuff like that. That was kind of the hardest stuff because a lot of that stuff kept changing from class to class for the most part. Tie them to you, don't tie to them, keep moving. And then the Dieter thing was kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So we get to the final, and my eyes started going bad. Like I woke up and I couldn't see that glass right, your water bottle right there.
Oh,
I was
shit.
like, holy crap. So I went into the eye doctor. I paid like $500 to get a prescription right away so I could see. So I went through it, got it going. Next morning, changed. So every day I had to keep going back to the eye doctor to pass. And then finally my eyes, I don't know, about a month later, finally settled down. And so I kind of fought with that all the way up through, even through Benghazi, my eyeballs. But I could always make sure I could see and stuff like that. So I ended up getting like the hard, soft contact lenses. And that really, so I worked with contacts over there quite a bit. But it was that, dude, that week, I don't know what was going on. But come to find out, I think it was 2017, about 3 months before I had to have transplants in my eyes, I had cornicosis.
What is that?
Deterioration of your cornea. So I had to get for Intacs, and there was something else. I forgot exactly what it was, but So they take these two plastic things and they reshape your eye. So both my eyes got these plastic things in them. And then they put, I forgot, anyway, they put some other drop in there, hardens up your lens and stuff like that. Again, my eyes just kept fluctuating. And finally, my right eye really started getting bad again. And they went in, my right eye's an artificial lens.
Damn.
So the fact that I could even still see, even the eye doctor, they put, I guess they're doing they did a whole study on me in the eye doctor school now.
In the eye doctor school.
Whatever the hell they want to call it. I had
School of Optometry.
yeah, that one. I had 7 different surgeries on them. So.
How many people made it through your vetting? Do you remember? Or was it TDC?
It was TDC. I think only one person didn't pass.
No shit.
Yeah.
Damn, when I went through, there was only about three or four of us that made it through.
Yeah.
And everybody else failed.
It wasn't very bad. I think it was only 5 of us anyways.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
But so I almost failed because they gave me a mask where I couldn't wear my glasses. So when I was going in, they had the package dressed almost exactly like the aggressor. So I went in the room. I was a 50-50 shot, and I ended up shooting the package. And but I remember, luckily the other guys backed me up, and they said he kept asking you guys for a mask for his glasses. So they didn't send me home. I had to go back through it one more time. So I got one more chance to go through it, and they said, you better make it 100% clean. I was like, fuck, man. Talking about tense, dude.
Yeah.
Now the eyes are just on me.
Yeah.
So, but I ended up making it through clean, and it was they ran me through the ringer on those, man, because again, they're like, you can't shoot the package.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no second chance. You're done.
Yeah. I think you're the only person I heard that got a second chance at that.
Who was it? I want to see. I think it was Dusty was doing the train up. I think that's.
I remember him.
So yeah, he was running me. What the? I was like, dude, what? And all the other guys stepped up, say, hey, he asked you for it because it wouldn't fit.
Damn. Well, what'd you think of the job when you got over there?
Pretty boring.
Where did you go?
Actually, so my first 2 trips were actually in Iraq.
Okay.
The first one was the VVIP, and then I was at the Villa. The Villa was just dumb. I think I might have did 3 trips. 2 trips were at the Villa. It was just dumb. I didn't do anything. It was just going to the gym. I mean, I did a midnight shift just in case the chief of station woke up in the middle of the night and somebody had to take him. But they wouldn't call me anyways. They'd use the other guys. So I was just like, whatever. So, but it was, we had a couple rocket attacks. I remember, it was July, and, no, it's only, I don't think any of the, GRS guys knew I was even there as GRS, honestly. Cause I would just go hang out with the Cobra guys. Cause they're the cool guy crew. I was just, anyways. So I remember being in the gym and we're getting hit, and you go into the bunker, and I heard this one and just come in, you knew it hit. So I come out of the bunker, and their staff's like, get it back in here. I was like, whatever. So I go out, and you can see went down, ended up hitting one of the trailers, and it's still smoky, still all that crap. So I start yelling, anybody in there, start going in, and end up being I forgot what company he worked for now, but he ended up having a piece of shrapnel just sticking out of his chest. So I kind of grabbed him. He was stumbling. He was trying to find his way out, but I mean, it jacked up the whole front. There was no stairs, no nothing, no more. So I pulled him out, got him out, and I set him down. I was like, hey, is there anyone else in there? So just kind of sit down, relax. I didn't want to lay him down, so I sat him. I said, don't move, stay here. Is anyone else in there? He's just kind of like, his bell was wrong. Because they're, you got 2 pods attached. So I go back in there and I start yelling, hey, anybody in here? Go back the other one, anyone in here? Nobody was in there. So I go back out, dude's gone. And I'm thinking, oh shit. So I'm like, now I'm looking for this guy. He's got this piece of shrapnel sticking out, and then go around the corner, and actually a couple of the GRS guys are headed that way and got a hold of him and set him down. So I'm just kind of standing there, kind of watching. You just kind of kind of listen to everything going on. I already knew the trailer was kind of clear. That's the only one that got hit. And I don't want to say his name, but I remember him looking up, man. He said, "You hate GRS, you get the hell out of here." I'm like, okay. I went back to the gym, started working out again. So it was funny that I went to go back to do the requal, and he was there. He's like, "Were you GRS?" Because he remembered me because there was just some dude just standing there. He's like, "Were you GRS?" Like, "Why didn't you say something?" I didn't need to. He already had him. The medical kit. I just, what else am I gonna do?
Jeez.
So, and then at the again, didn't do anything there. Then over at the VVIP, really didn't do anything there either.
What's the VVIP?
It was just like just part of the airport where they would fly in and fly out and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But we would just run people to the airport. I mean, we do some what they call black ops. First time I learned about what actual black ops are. I was like, oh, okay. Anyways, that's the only thing we did out of there. And but they called it the White House. It was where they did a lot of the, you can't really say what they did in there, but a lot of explosives were in there. Well, one of the guys was in there welding, and a spark hit one of the RPG blankets, and just. So we went over there. We had to get that guy out, and really that was about the biggest thing. But I was over at the. I mean, he got jacked up. He was not the front of him, but the whole back side of him just got cooked.
Damn.
Yeah, so he was pretty jacked up. Got him out of there. But what was that one GB base, Eagle base?
Mm-hmm.
So I was there doing. I think I get in Iraq. I get all the shit details. I mean, I was the only non-SF guy there. So like, you want to do this and take whatever. So I got to work out, with those guys quite a bit. And that's when I can't remember his name, but what they call him, the Wolf of Baghdad, that one tank commander, Marine.
I don't know.
I have to look him, but so I was there on watch that night when because it was kind of cool because they had to be on the radio. I kind of help because sometimes their comms wouldn't be all that great, so we kind of transmit if they couldn't hear. Well, I was there that night when he was in the lead and he ended up getting whacked, one of the GB guys, and so that was he was a pretty well known Marine at the time, and that was like when they were like saying, oh, he was a Marine, but I knew where he was working at. But when I saw it in the paper, it didn't say anything about what he was. I was like, oh, okay, this is how they're doing this stuff.
Gotcha.
So it was kind of a weird.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. So that's when I my wife at the time didn't know who I was working for.
You didn't tell your wife?
Mm-mm. But after I saw that, I said, I'm going to tell her. Just because.
What'd she say?
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.